Yo, what's going on everyone? It's Garrett, and today I'm bringing you guys my top 5 designs of the week number 47, and I do want to apologize again that this is coming out another day late. I'm having like really bad abdominal pains and stuff like that, and this has been an ongoing situation for months now. So if I stop like uploading for about a week or so, just know that I'm probably, going in and out of the doctor's office, and I don't have like a lot of time to do things. But other than that, I am working on upgrading my Selfie, which means I'm going to be adding more things you guys can go and purchase. I'm going to be trying to get back into streaming, and then also my agency is going to be at full launch very soon. So it's definitely things to be watching out for on my channel. I'm going to have like release videos about all of it. So nonetheless, let's get straight into my top 5. So the 5th place we have Mark Torsion, and he did a pretty awesome G Fuel advertisement design, and it's kind of like a manipulation too. I gave him an 8.2 out of 10 on this one, and I do want to say, the first things first is this is a really awesome and creative idea. If you guys can click on the actual image in the description below, you guys are going to see a better quality image. But this is a really awesome kind of idea. It has like the big robot hand grabbing the G Fuel tub, and I do want to say you did a really good job on placing everything there, adding like shadows and making like the lighting happen. But there are just some things that you should really worry about when you're doing these kind of manipulations, is you're adding a lot of glow around everything, which sometimes that's a little bit too much to do, and then you're gonna have a lot of saturation and a lot of contrast, and sometimes like contrast can be used and it's very good, it's highly recommended to use, but other times you're adding a little bit too much contrast. Like you can see on the legs that some legs are a lot darker than the others, and I know they're going into like the space, but nothing would be that dark. But other than that, the whole entire design itself was really awesome. I thought you could have added a little bit more shadowing on the G Fuel tub, but I love that whole entire robot hand grabbing it. It's a very unique and it's a very creative style. How they're walking on the patio too, like they're on a date to go look at the tub. Just a really cool thing, man. I thought that this is really nice. Maybe if you added like the G Fuel logo somewhere here and there, or maybe something else, it could have come out a lot better. But overall, man, you got an 8.2 out of 10 and a 5th place. With the 4th place, we have Paradox Social, who did an advertisement design for Siberia Elite, the Steel Series headset. Gave him an 8.5 out of 10 on this one. And really quickly, this is a really good example. If you guys were in my stream, I was talking about how people need to sell a product and not the text. The product is kind of like the main focus in here, and you can see partial of it, but you could have added more, maybe at the mic part or something like that. But overall, I thought that this is a really good 2D design. Maybe instead of adding those Dolby Digital kind of logos with the Apple, the Android, and the Windows logo, you could have maybe put that on the bottom where your signature is. I don't think that when you're doing like advertising designs like this, you should really add your signature a part of it. That's just my kind of personal preference. I don't think that companies want your name branded on it either. But overall, man, if you kind of maybe chose a little bit better of lighting, or maybe made something kind of pop a little bit more instead of everything kind of having this weird tone around it, it could have done a lot better. Also moving those Dolby Digital logos with the windows and everything like that onto the bottom, and maybe making that as black as the text, everything could look a lot better. But overall, man, you got yourself a 4th place and an 8.5 out of 10. For the 3rd place, we have actually a logo design from Detroit DM. This is kind of like a little rebrand for PayPal, and I use PayPal daily, so I'm always on that app, and I thought that this was actually very creative in how he did it, and I love the whole entire kind of branding visual that he made for it. So overall, he took the PayPal logo and actually made it very kind of unique and very playful. It's a very cool style, and I thought that this was really nicely done. I like how you actually made the visual, of course, with around it. You have the kind of dots on the paper, how you sketched it in. You also have the text that you did. A lot of people don't include that in their drawings, and then also where you added the circles to kind of make the curves going on. Not only did he do this though, he also created an alternative, which is kind of like the stroke around it. Very creative, man, very awesome. I thought that this was, a very unique thing. Maybe if you used it more inside of like a branding, created some UIs and stuff like that, it would have got a higher score and a higher placement. But overall, man, everything was done extremely well, and I want to congratulate you on this, and thank you for submitting. For the 2nd spot, we have Prism Creates, who did a social media design for a designer in SOAR. I'm not too sure who it is. I'm not really in the click now. But gave him a 9.8 out of 10 on this one. And this is a very cool kind of creative theme to it. And I thought that this was actually very well put together, that it had one thing, going on that really matched the whole entire background. The logo looked very clean. But A few things I do want to talk about is the designer for Source Studios. I don't think that people should be putting that in their banners anymore. It could just be like my personal preference. However, I think that sometimes it's just a little bit too much writing going on. You could just, add the logo somewhere, the sponsor logos, and it could have gone a lot better. Another thing that I do want to say is when you're doing kind of text logos and regular logos, if you're going to add the G Fuel logo, the EGL logo, and the Steel Series logo, the full entire thing, you should add the Scuff logo with the text and the Elgato logo with the text. It's just like something that you should do instead of like cutting half off and leaving half on. So other than that, there's one thing I do want to talk about is there's some kind of pixelation and a really big noise grain going on the leaves on the top left of the statue. That's just something that I noticed, but overall everything else looks really nicely and it did a good job. For the first place, we have Despair, who did a social media design again for DMTZ. He's been a part of this top 5 multiple times. I give him a 10 out of 10 on this one, and this was overall a very creative piece, and I'm not too sure how he did this, but overall, man, everything was done very nice. I thought that the whole entire concept and the whole entire kind of like atmosphere going around with it was really nice. Everything flew really nice together. The leaves really matched the blue, and like the silver went with everything else. So there's one thing that's a little bit too much is there's a noise grain going on around it. It could be the quality of my computer. I have HD monitor, so I doubt that's the case, but just a lot of noise grain going on. If you guys can notice that too, let me know in the comments below. But basically, it's a very good piece. I have nothing bad to say about it at all. You did an amazing job, and everything went really well together. So that's going to be it for today's top 5. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you would have placed things differently, let me know in the comment section below what you guys would have done, whether it be putting people in 3rd, if they're in 4th, or vice versa, or whatever the case might be. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you guys have not entered for my top 3 designs, my underrated designs, the link will be in the description for that as well, along with the download to my 16,000 subscriber pack. I'm going to be making a lot of tutorials using that soon when I feel better, but overall that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.